All right, man. You know what? Giovanni Urshela. What more can I say? You know what he is? You know what he is, Chris? You know what he is?
You know, we always called each other Goodfellas. Like you'd say to somebody, "You're gonna like this guy. He's all right. He's a good fella. He's one of us."
He is. He's
One of
one of us,
us.
Chris. He's one of us.
Let's do it.
Mmm. Gio, Gio, Gio.
Gio, dude.
Yes.
Gio, dude. Yeah.
Welcome to the Pinstripe Strong Podcast. It's your boy Joes McFly, joined by my co-host
Chris.
And we're the Pinstripe Strong Podcast, and we are here going to talk to you about this series, and we do series breakdowns, of course. When it, if this is your first time here, yeah, every series on the series. I don't know what the hell happened to me there. So every series for the series, we'll do this, right? So we'll go ahead, we'll break down the series, and we'll go from there. But this is the Yankees against the Seattle Mariners, who are a 500 team, right? We talked about this, Chris, when we left the Bay. I'm acting like we actually went, but when we left the Bay and we went to Arizona, talking about the stretch of playing good teams and who we're going to be playing, right?
Yeah.
What the Yankees have done and what they're going to do and all of these things. And you know what? They've actually still held their own. This team keeps surprising me.
They just keep finding ways.
They do. But before anything, Chris, how are you doing?
Doing pretty good. So far this week. Monday was phenomenal. Obviously, we'll talk about that.
Ooh, we'll talk about that.
And I did say in the last episode, if we go 3 out of 4, that'll be amazing. And voila. How about you? How you feeling?
You did say that. So credit to you.
So far, that's two series in a row. I said
you're gonna have to do it again.
Let's
do it again.
Let's go.
But me, I'm doing great. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's and then we'll talk about Monday, of course, that we talked about in a second, because that was your birthday gift, and happy that kind of put a ribbon on your birthday, being in that place, in that area. And we'll talk about the suite and being in there and that experience and how different it is and all of that. But nonetheless, if this is your first time on here, this is your first time listening to us, listening to the Pinstripe Strong Podcast, make sure you do subscribe. Thank you so much for doing that, for letting us into your radio or however you're listening to this, cell phone, laptop, through the podcast. Are you listening to us on your way to work or wherever it is? So thank you guys so much. Make sure you guys leave a 5-star review on the podcast and listen to us wherever podcasts are available. You could follow me at on Twitter. Keep it very consistent across all platforms at Joe's McFly. For on my Twitter, on Instagram, and of course on YouTube. You can look for me on there, and that's where you'll see my reaction videos and other content that we put on there.
Yes,
stuff that I'm gonna have coming out, right, Chris?
Yep, and you can follow me on Chris McFly. On Twitter, Chris McFly 28.
Yes, Chris McFly 28, and of course follow the official Pinstripe Strong Twitter and Instagram page at Pinstripe Strong. So make sure you do that. Like, comment, subscribe, share. And if you guys do want to get one of these hats, which if you're watching on YouTube, which I do the stream on YouTube and I put up the video and all of that stuff, make sure you do. There's a link. There'll be a link in the description for the Pinstripe Strong hats and merch. So if you want to get shirts and things like that, we're going to have more stuff rolling out also.
Oh yeah.
One thing I wanted to talk about, Chris, is, of course, and we'll get into the sweet experience, but we're going to be having a contest, and we're going to actually start it with this video. So throughout this weekend, we're going to be running a contest on the sweet tickets, and that's actually courtesy of Batista, who's actually a friend of mine who gets these sweet tickets in Yankee Stadium. A really cool experience, really cool guy. You guys can follow him at Batista, so that's BAT, the number 1 STA. If you guys want to follow him on there. And basically on there is going to be, you're going to get 2 sweet tickets. If you guys do win the contest, the way that you can be able to participate in the contest, obviously you have to be a subscriber to the podcast. And, whether on the platforms, and also a subscriber to our YouTube page. And make sure you leave, starting with this video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and also leave a comment on the video. I'll choose the winner, probably choose it on, I don't know how long I'll run this contest for. Well, I said the weekend, but I'll give you guys updates throughout the video, so make sure you guys turn on the notification bell for that. Whew. All right, now that we got that out the way, the house cleaning, right? Let's get into the news. Your Pinstripe Strong news, brought to you by Chris.
We should have like a jingle for the news, right? So, courtesy of Coley Harvey, who's doing a phenomenal job every time on Twitter and Instagram. Follow him, Coley Harvey. Hicks says, shout outs to Coley. Hicks says he's in New York to take some BP and do some defensive drills today, but he'll be spending the next 3 days in Scranton. His swings feels good, but says he's just been barely missing a few pitches. He believes that days at Scranton will help. He'll be in the Bronx on Monday. I know you super excited, Joe.
Super excited. I want my leadoff hitter back, man. Come on, Hicks. Let's go.
Man,
you back.
Sorry, Talkman, man. It's
looking slow. How about that?
I'm sorry. Obviously, Gio is back, but he was nicked up.
Nicked up a little bit.
Yeah, he was necked up a little bit. Inflammation in his left knee, but obviously he's Pinstripe Strong, came back and helped us.
He's a good fella. He's a good
fella. He's a good fella. And I mean, the news is, it's been a little light. I know. There's no timelines for Aaron Judge or Giancarlo Stanton to return.
I don't even want a timeline. Just come back. I want to have those guys kind of like out of sight, out of mind until they come back. I don't, the good thing is that the reason why we're not thinking about it as much is because how good the team's playing, but I digress. Continue.
Exactly. And last but not least, if you guys haven't heard, the Yankees have signed left-handed pitcher Nestor Cortez Jr. to a major league contract and selected him to the 25-man roster. And to make room, Dellin Betances was moved to the 60-day IL.
That's fine.
Jake Barrett, he was sent down. Sorry, guy.
Good riddance.
You were trash.
Oh, well, yeah. We'll get into him being that.
And that's about it. Let's talk about this game.
Are those all of the noticias?
That's it, man. That's it.
The series as a whole went exactly as Chris said. Yankees win 3 out of 4, and that was the fun part, right? The Yankees won there. They had a little bit of everything. They had, and we'll break down the games. We'll get into that, of course. And even though Marvin says that we agree too much, I guess I don't know. I don't understand that. You guys agree too much, man.
Hey, listen, man.
We're watching the same game. What do you want me to do? Maybe if he was like a Red Sox fan or something.
Marvin, go watch First Take.
I want Skip Bayless on there now. But no, the series as a whole, it was we had good pitching. Had a blowout loss in there. Then had a comeback, right? A nice little comeback.
It was so theatrical.
Yeah, it was good. It was good, and I like this. The Yankees, as far, and we'll get into series numbers after and all of that. So make sure you guys stay for that later on. But game one itself, this is CC against King Felix. This is a game that we went to, right, Chris?
It was the game that we went to, and it was like a throwback type. Because obviously in their heyday, CC and King Felix,
that would have been a pitcher.
That would have been phenomenal. So, but it was a great game, great vibes. I don't know, it just felt good, and especially being in the suites and everything, it was a completely different experience going to the game.
Well, we went to this game. Me and you, we went to this game here along with my brother Jeff, a young guy Jeff. If you guys want to follow him, and Mr. Mac with Cheese, Jamal, shout to you guys. So we went out there. We all rocking the Pinstripe Strong hats and stuff like that, and we out there strong, Pinstripe Strong. And the first time we went to the party suites earlier, like me, Jamal, and my 2 kids. We went to the party suites before, but then this is just different, right? And I remember when you first walked in, you're like, oh shit, what the hell? We're looking around. We got a bartender in there. We got a whole food spread.
Even to enter that area, you got to show because they had security guards. They had like security guards in every section. I'm like, wow, this feels.
Yeah,
I felt even though it was a Yankee game, I felt underdressed. Like I'm
no,
like,
seriously, I'm like, should I be wearing a suit for this? Like, what the hell? You know, something. But yeah, so it is a different kind of feel. Like I'm used to, and when I go to games, I do want to feel like I'm at the games, and and you know, it's just a different feel kind of thing. But going there, I mean, it's just A1 catering. Like around the fourth inning, they bring like an ice cream truck. And guys, you guys know that I'm like dieting right now. Well, not dieting, but I'm doing like the keto diet, and I'm doing intermittent fasting. I cheated.
That was very bad.
It was so bad. I had to restart it because it was just like really bad. And me and Jeff, I don't know why we ate. I think we ate so much because we never seen some shit like that. So we were eating. I don't even know if we were that hungry, but we ate, and then it was just like that night was just our stomach. I'll never eat like that ever again.
Yeah, it's
no way.
Regretful.
No way. Now, I'm not saying that the food was bad. The food was really good. It was especially the mac and cheese. And
I was not expecting the mac and cheese.
The unlimited drinks. How about that with the liquor? That was crazy.
That was a little too crazy.
That was a Monday.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that was wild. And you know, just sitting down there, the view and all of that stuff, watching the, you know, you got the TV and everything. The one thing I would say about the suites, though, and you know, I'm just gonna be honest because that's all I could be, right?
Right.
It doesn't give me, the only thing about it is that it doesn't give me the I'm at the game feel, right?
Yeah.
So like I don't really hear too much of the crowd. I mean, you do hear a little bit of it. You don't hear too much of the like the sounds of the stadium and whatever music that they're playing in the stadium too much. It's a little isolated a bit, right? So that's one thing that's like, you know, I kind of don't like, but I mean, everything else, that's like me nitpicking, right? Everything else is like, and I'm so appreciative to be there because I've never, ever had the opportunity to be in that place. So thank you again.
Thank you. Definitely thank you, Batista. I mean, I don't know. I feel different. I really enjoyed it. Like I really enjoyed.
Oh no, you guys are out. You guys cannot sit anywhere else in the stadium, according to you guys.
No, I said, listen, if I could sit here forever, like every game, and I know what you mean. Like you want to be in the crowd.
I love that feel.
Yeah,
like
you know,
there is like section 105 and just feeling the roar of the crowd. Like that shit just gets me. That's just me, right?
It's electrifying.
It's just that, I'm not saying that it's bad up there. It's different, right? It's just a different kind of corporate feel. There's people with suits around doing business deals and stuff.
And
like
that's
that.
what it is. It's more like, hey, you know, business deals. You should go to a game, talk business,
network,
and that's what it is. Obviously, when you go to a game, you don't think about that.
But at the same time, it also depends on what group you have there, right? Because if your group is lit, bro, and you up there, you got the liquor, you got all this stuff. Well, we need some music in there because we need some merengue, some salsa, something in there. You know what I mean? We'll talk about these. Let's see if we can do something. It was a little too quiet in there, but we're gonna flavor it up. Let's see what we do.
For sure.
But getting into the game, I mean, CC started this game, and you know he got that 3,000 strikeout out of the way, and CC was able to have his nice, he had 5 innings in this game, 5 innings, 5 and fly again, 5 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 5 Ks, 2 homers. So he got bit a little bit, but the Yankees spotted him an early lead. You know, everything was going really well. The game was going so perfect, Chris.
It was, and I said, CC, if CC could give me 6 innings, 7 Ks, I'll be happy. And the way that he started, he came in the first inning. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
2 Ks, you know what I mean? Like the pitch count wasn't that crazy. You know, quick work, basically. We kept saying quick work. I like saying quick work.
Yeah.
And you know, as the game was going along, then the bats came out swinging. You know what I mean? I'm like, what is going on over here? It's just good vibes all day.
Exactly. And the first thing that that Chris said as soon as he sat down, I want to see a Luke Voigt Sosa hop today. What does he do in the first inning? A 2-run bomb. Let's go.
I should play the lotto, man. I don't know what's going on over here. Yeah,
exactly. And I'll put up the reaction. You know, I got my reaction videos and stuff like that. So Twitter. I put them up all the time. But I mean, that was cool. And I put up a video for this game. So if you guys haven't already, go to my YouTube page, look up for this game, for this game 1 against Seattle Mariners, the CC game and in the suite and everything like that. So you guys will see exactly what we're talking about, right? And then you could, I do like a reaction during the game, so it's pretty cool. But CC, nice shutdown inning, quick inning, let's go. He was having some quick innings early on.
He was, and I don't know. I just felt confident in CC today. Today, on Monday,
Yeah.
I felt really confident with CC, and but. Obviously we'll talk about it. We'll get into it, but he slowed down towards the later innings. But the way he started, he basically set the tone for the game of what it's going to be like. Listen, you guys are not going to come in our house and beat us. So that's how it felt.
No, he did do that, and that was good. I like that. Gardy in the next inning hits a homer, and Gardy B, baby, let's go. Yeah, that was good. That inning escalated quickly. If you want to insert, the anchor man meme right there, that escalated quickly.
I told you don't sit down, because when you stood standing, it felt like they were just coming up bat after bat after bat, and it was a phenomenal inning.
No, it was. We didn't even sit down. We didn't get a chance to sit down, right? So that was good. But we got Gardner had the homer, the short porch laser beam, freaking laser beam, and of course Urshela reached on error. Thyro had his first career homer, 2-run bomb into the right field like that. I don't know if you want to call that a short porch, because it was a little bit toward like right center a little bit, but he hit it the opposite way, which was impressive. I've been so impressed with Thyro Estrada.
You love that guy.
Love that guy. Venezolano de lo mío. I'm Dominican, but you still de lo mío, whatever. But that was his first homer off of King Felix. He said King me as he was walking around.
And King Felix is Venezuelan too, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he is off of Venezuelan. So he got to the other end of the checkers board and he said King me.
Exactly.
So that's exactly what he did. Tachman had a ground rule double, and DJ, of course, drives him in with a RBI single to make a 6-0 Yankees.
DJ hates, allergic seeing guys on base.
Allergic to seeing runners on base, and DJ LeMahieu hits on the menu. You say that's my DJ.
Oh, DJ. No, that's my DJ from Lil Wayne. Love that guy.
But on the menu today were also RBIs. So he was serving them up throughout this whole series. So love DJ LeMahieu and what he's done for this team.
6-0 Yankees at that time.
Oh yeah. 6-0 Yankees. 3 inning, in the third inning, the Mariners get their first hit off of CC, but did nothing. But then that was pretty cool. How Gardy tripled also in the bottom of that inning.
Yeah, with 2 outs.
With 2 outs, I love 2-out rallies. I love them because I feel like they take the soul out of the team, bro. The other team is like, oh man, we're out of this. All right, cool. Wait, what's going on? You just take the soul. It's like, excuse me, you're not done yet. It's three innings. You gotta get 3 from me, okay? 3. And what do the Yankees do? They Gardy triples. Don Giovanni, okay?
Gio dude, let's go.
Gio dude. A good fella. He's a good fella. That's what he is. 7-0 Yankees going into the 4th inning. We're in the suite, getting drunk. We're drinking. We're eating.
It was just a good time.
Exactly. Then the 4th inning happens. CC a nice little walk. Doesn't matter. Who cares? Santana makes 7-2. At the time, I'm like, oh shit, what the hell? I do hate Santana.
Where you got all this power from? Was he like this in Milwaukee? I don't remember.
Where did this shit come from? But he hit that shit the opposite way, and was this one opposite? I don't remember, but there was one of them. But this guy,
I know it went out.
It went out, and I was like, shit. And then CC walked Healy, but he limited the damage there too. So 7-2 Yankees. We're still thinking, we're still comfortable, we're good. And that's what happened there. But even in the 5th inning,
yeah,
of all people, Dee Gordon, and we're watching the game and the ball's just kind of flying out because we're on the first base side, toward between the third and the second deck,
Right.
in that suite level or whatever it is. And we're looking at it, and the ball it looks like it's going super slow, but it's going. You guys ever watch like that Bugs Bunny thing?
Yeah.
Like he hits the ball where he's in that baseball episode, and it looks like the ball is like it's going slow, but it's screaming as it's going, and then it just goes over the fence. It's like, oh shit!
Whoever was the artist that drew that ball, thank you. I've been laughing for all my life. My whole life, I've been laughing.
But yeah, I mean,
that's how I saw the Guardy ball. Actually, when Guardy hit it out, it felt like
it felt like it was going. Yeah, so it was good. But CC, in that fifth inning, we started getting concerned because then the bases got loaded, and we're like, "Oh, hey, Booney, where are you at?"
Yeah, we kept yelling at Booney, like, "Booney, get him out!"
I mean, we still got the lead, but Boone, can we please, maybe do something here for us? And Boone was like, "Nah, man, trust me, I know what I'm doing this year. Come on."
And it was because Jay Bruce a lefty. Jay Bruce has power. Jay Bruce has power, but he's a lefty. CC's a lefty, obviously, so he let him in.
But remember how earlier we were talking about CC's just finna be a breeze through this game, and that last inning, like shit escalated quick. It's like, whoa, what the hell? You're out of this game already?
Exactly. Like he came in firing, and then it was just like he ran out of bullets.
Right. But nonetheless, the rest of the game was uneventful there. The bullpen, and this is going to be a popular theme because it looks like they got their mojo. The pen has got the key guys in the pen have got their mojo, and now they came out 4 innings, 2 hits, and both of them by Holder, which Holder I think still did
they're pretty good.
A pretty good job. He had a walk, but 6 Ks, no runs by the pen. They just come in, they say, no, this game's over, and the game ended there. Yankees win 7-2.
They held it down, and one of the things, like you said, is going to be a popular theme in this episode. But one of our concerns is Boone's usage of the bullpen, and it just seems like his formula. He's setting.
No, I like what he's doing.
Formula right now.
So. I do like what he's doing, using Ottavino as that firefighter guy that comes in, and that fireman that comes in and faces the hardest part of the lineup, right? Exactly. So instead of having, this is my 8th inning guy, Chapman's 9, but you have, if it's the meat of the lineup, I'm bringing Ottavino in. That's the guy that's coming in. He has the nastiest stuff. And you know what? He may use Betances. I'm kind of curious to see how he's going to use when Betances comes back eventually sometime.
Isn't that beautiful?
I love that. Rather than saying, shit, man, we, the meat of the order's here, and we got Barrett facing him, and we got Ottavino in the pen. It's like, why? We're wasting the guy. Let's just go ahead and do it in there. And by the way, Chris, I just noticed that we're live, and so I'm not. Oh shit, we're live. We got some people in here watching
on YouTube. Hi, YouTube.
So that's cool. So what up, YouTube? But anyway, this takes us to game 2. So we win that game, which is of course, a 4-game series. Most important game, game 1. Win that game, kind of set the tone a little bit for the series.
Yeah,
pitching and the pen and all of that. On to game 2.
Game 2, I call it. Wait, don't call it a comeback.
But it's a comeback.
But it's a comeback.
But it was a Tanaka Tuesday, and we know what it is with a Tanaka Tuesday. Yeah. And he comes in, and this game, he pitches pretty good. Of course, the obligatory home run is in there.
If you look at the overall game, it's like, damn, Tanaka didn't do shit. But if you look at the line,
right, really, they're pretty good. And of course, Tanaka wasn't satisfied at the end. Like
never.
He can have like 9 immaculate innings and have a perfect game, and I think that is when he will be satisfied. I like that out of him, but it's like, come on, man, give yourself some room to be happy. But 6 1/3, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 4 Ks for Tanaka. On this day, he was a little upset with the defense, especially in right.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. No communication. That was Guardian center, right?
Well, it was Guardian center. I don't think it was Gardner's fault, though. I think that's Clint Frazier. He's supposed to get that.
That's Clint Frazier's fault. I mean, I know the center fielder is known as the capitan of the outfield, but Frazier, that was all you, boy.
No, it was definitely all him, and he should have called off Gardner out there, and maybe he's more familiar with left than when he is right, and so and the good thing that I like about Clint that after that rough night in right field, I like seeing him the next day out there early. Um,
Oh, he did.
yeah, he was out there early doing drills, like trying to run back and kind of hitting the ball, like getting the ball, playing the ball off of the wall, knowing when to like getting familiar with right field. I do like seeing
Love
that.
that. Love that.
I do like that. And Paul O'Neill said, it's just repetition. Do like 10, 15 minutes a day. You get so used to it. You have no idea. That's probably
one of the best guys to talk to.
It's great. It is great because unlike before when we were probably younger, where people used to do infield, outfield, now they don't do it anymore. Those are how you could get your reps, right?
Right.
But nonetheless, in this game 2, Yankees face Marco Gonzalez, and Chris, I have him in a fantasy team. This is my first time actually seeing him pitch. Even though I have him on a fantasy team, I just see him put up these numbers, and I'm like, yo, this guy, bro. Like
he was okay in St. Louis. He was okay.
This year, he's something different.
Yeah, he's. I mean, can you call him who they have over there right now? Can they call him the ace or
I don't even know. I don't care about their team, but I mean, he had his slider was sliding, his fastball was fastball, and he was locating. He was using his change, a lot of off-speed stuff with him, which is good. It had the Yankees off balance, and the Yankees didn't really muster anything really.
Seattle, like early in the game, Seattle, like both teams, both pitchers were dealing.
No, they were. The bad thing is that, and Tanaka got kind of bit a little bit, and I don't know what's going on. Maybe this year, and I know 2 walks is not much, but Tanaka, even for Tanaka, I feel like that's a lot. Like he doesn't really walk people.
Yeah, he doesn't walk.
But in the second inning, he walked. I think it was a leadoff walk to Santana, and then there was a double to Bruce to put men's not but he put man on second and third with nobody out. So you're thinking, shit, it's gonna be a worst case scenario here.
Yeah,
but Seattle managed to get only a sac fly, and it was 1-0 Seattle.
But to be able to get out of that just 1-0, that was amazing.
Right. No, it was, and you know what, Gio Urshela, Don Giovanni doubled to open. Are you guys surprised, by the way? A double to open up the third and then move to third base on a Maybin, which is another guy, which is awesome. Fly out. Maybin, Giovanni did score on a Gardy ground out, which tied the game. So we were 1-1 here. But Tanaka and Marco were just putting up zeros until the 6th. And in the 6th inning, Encarnacion got him for the obligatory Tanaka home run. And then at first it looked like it was just going to be a fly ball, and it just kept going to left field.
Yeah, you knew. I mean, you knew it was coming, obviously, because it's the obligatory home run. But this is the one game, at least at that point in time, this is the one game that we needed Tanaka to be close to perfect as possible. But
well, yeah, I mean, and he's not going to be perfect. Like no pitcher is going to be perfect. But he said that he went out there. He still hasn't found the splitter this year. That's the key pitch for him. And the fact that he's been pitching as well as he has, and he keeps mentioning it. He's like, yo, I still don't have the splitter, B. Like he said it just like that. He's like, yo, he was talking to Meredith. Meredith asked him a question, to Ryan Rucco or whatever. And he's like, yo, listen, B, I just don't have my fucking splitter. Yo, watch when I get this shit. Yo, these dudes, it's over. That's Tanaka. That's exactly through the interpreter, of course. But Tanaka did say that he was as animated. That is a quote.
I never seen Tanaka like so animated like that, but obviously he's frustrated, but
but but still, I mean, it's 2-1 at that point.
Mm-hmm. In the 6th, in the bottom of the 6th, Yankees still didn't do anything. Luke got hit by a pitch, so obviously with the injuries, you get a little nervous.
He always likes to put those faces, those grimacing faces and stuff like that. And
doing that, Luke.
Yeah, jeez, worrying me, bro. Come on.
Yeah, jeez.
But yeah, I mean, but yeah, in the 8th inning, Kahnle coming in, and Seattle patted on their lead, which Kahnle, it sucks for Kahnle because Kahnle, it felt like he did everything that he could do.
It was actually the first time in a while that he allowed a run. So
well,
that shows you basically how dominant he's been. But
well, first of all, errors by Don Giovanni at third base don't happen. The vacuum always picks up what he needs to do. And, you know, he gave up ground ball. I think he gave up two ground balls and a bloop double.
Yeah, like, it wasn't hard hits. It wasn't hard hits at all.
It wasn't hard hits at all. And you could tell Haley was out there like, fuck, man. Like, are you serious? Is this how it's gonna? Not like this. From the Matrix. Not like this. Not like this. But nonetheless, before you knew it, after Bruce doubled to score Vogelbach, who is a carbon copy of Voit. I mean, that guy is a left-handed Voit. I mean, did you see that guy, Chris?
That guy is solid. That guy is strong. And
first of all, the man has no neck. A man has no neck. Okay. A man has no neck. And of course, the guy is built. It's like,
listen to his name, Vogelbach. Like
Vogel. It's like, first of all, they chose like a tree with the biggest tree like stump or whatever it is, and then that's where they shaped his body at. Like, it's like, yo, what's up with this guy? This guy's a baseball player.
We kept them in check.
We did. The Yankees exploited his holes in the swing, but nonetheless, it was 4-1 Yankees in that inning.
Mariners.
And then the Yankees and Giovanni Urshela with the atonement. Bottom of the 8th inning, and this is why there's hold on. Wait.
No, we scored a run that inning. We scored a run in the 8th.
Yeah, we did. In the bottom of the 8th inning, we scored a run.
But it wasn't a wild pitch, so no, you know, it wasn't like a RBI hit, but it was on a wild pitch.
On a wild pitch. And of course, you know, the DJ's in the middle of all of that stuff, of course. As always. But Gardy scored on a wild pitch there, making it 4-2 Mariners. So we're inching closer, right? And the reason I always say this, 27 outs, and why I don't believe in punting games is because you just never know. And Joe Harvey, which I think, you know, is the unsung hero of this game, right? Joe Harvey comes in the 9th, puts up a 0, but that didn't come in without his difficulties. He put some runners on, but the fact that he was able to get out of that unscathed is what gave us a chance in that game, right, Chris?
That creates character. And looking at how the game ended, big hugs. Yeah. Big shout outs to Joe Harvey. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, here's the comeback. Well, Clint flied out, and you're like, shit, man, here we go. He started the 9th inning with an out. Oh, man. But Torres singled, and then after a great at-bat, okay, Don Giovanni Urshela, he's a good fella. He's one of us. He's a good fella, all right? With a Gio dude 2-run homer to Monument Park, which I said in the video, you might as well put him in it at this point.
Gio, dude.
Put him in Monument Park as of right now. That's it. I just make him erect his statue now in Monument Park. He had a home run straight there to tie the game 4-4. Maybin then singled and steals second. Maybin's another guy that's on base all the time and figuring it out and trying to. I love Maybin, Chris. I love Maybin and what he does and what he represents, everything about him.
Maybin is such a situational hitter. Like everything he does is you always said it for a very long time, Joe. Bat on the ball. Mm-hmm. Things will happen. And as you can see it right there, singles. And then he stole second,
and then you're wishing for Gardy to do something there, right? And then Gardner strikes out, and you're like, shit.
2 outs.
But then you remember, you remember. Wait a minute. We have DJ LeMahieu, and this man, DJ, has perfected what the previous DJ, the Captain, which is that ball, that inside ball, that he's got that down, Chris, where he hits that ball the other way and he shoots the opposite field. He's got that down. It just reminds me of like Derek Jeter's swing there, just that opposite field approach. I'm not saying he's Derek Jeter, but I'm just saying that part of it, that opposite field, like hit, like that's the shit that annoys people.
Yeah. And
that hit scored the game-winning run. Maybin had the most awesome slide, right?
Yeah, that was
and you know the Mariners are like, oh no, we're gonna challenge. I think I got him. I think I got him. The umpire said, no, just
nope.
Hey, check real quick. All right, we're checking.
That was so stupid because they were excited.
You gotta
Obviously,
check. On their side, you gotta check. You gotta check.
yeah,
You gotta
check, but then they're looking like, come on, man, like it stopped the
yeah,
party.
then they walked off the field. Sorry, buddy. See you tomorrow.
See you
And
tomorrow.
5-4 Yankees, and you're like, whoo, let's go, Yankees win.
Take the series. Let's take the series.
Well,
somebody actually had a video of Derek Jeter's last game where he got the game-winning hit, and they put it side by
that's
side.
the LeMahieu hit right there.
And DJ, you're awesome, man.
Awesome job right there. So that's good. And you're riding high. Yankees walk-off win and did all that stuff. And let's come out. Let's win the series the next day. Let's go. Who do we got? Oh, we got Loaiza. Don't worry about it. The way we rolling, we're going to go out there. We're going to take it to them. We got the momentum. Yankees get smacked 10-1. The Yankees come out and get bitch smacked 10-1 in this game. I mean, we can go through the whole rigmarole of how we got there.
Do we really want to? It was just horrible.
But in this, I guess the story of this game, it was the Yankees going up against Kikuchi, and of course his Pine Tar. And listen, Yankees lost this game really bad. Yankees could only muster up a total of 5 hits in this game, which I don't know if maybe they were hungover from the night before. I guess I don't know.
The party was too lit in the clubhouse.
Party was too lit with the strobe lights. They had the strobe lights, but but nonetheless, 5 hits. Yankees didn't even get a hit through the first 5 innings. At first, with the way that the game was going, I'm like, yo, is Kikuchi gonna no hit us here? Like,
we get no hit. No,
we can't do that. Like, what the hell? You're starting to get worried when it gets into the 5th inning. But then Tachman with a bloop, just the guy you expected. Just the guy you expected. A bloop single. He had 2 hits on the night. DJ LeMahieu, because of course, had 2 hits on the night.
Deuce is wild for DJ.
Deuce is wild for DJ, and of course, Frazier had the other hit. So 5 hits for the Yankees. Kikuchi was awesome. 7 2/3. 3 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 3 Ks. People want to talk about the Pine Tar. Listen, and they were pointing it out on social media, on Twitter, and all these people were tagging me. Hey, Joe, look at this shit. Blah, 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 blah. And they even brought it up in the Yes. That's how crazy it was. The Yes broadcast brought it up. Like, hey, we know that there's a popular thing on social media talking about the Pine Tar. They showed the Pine Tar on there. Listen. The Yankees didn't bring it up for a reason. Okay? Trust me, the cameras that they have are much better than whatever the hell we're watching at home. The Yankees are like, we're going to let that shit rock. Don't worry about it. And there's a reason why I don't call it, I guess, an unspoken term or whatever, where you let me do it, I let you do it. And the Yankees pitchers are doing it too.
Of course. And
you probably don't see it as blatantly, like, come on, man, like, hide it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the Pineda thing.
Pineda was wild.
It was worse. It was the stupidest shit I ever seen. With that shit, like, across his whole neck, I'm like, bruh.
What are you doing, Pineda?
Bruh, I know you listen, I know you're dark skinned. You're de lo mío. I know you're dark skinned, but you're not Pine Tar color, bro. Like, that shit looks crazy. What are you doing?
Yeah, that was the I remember the
the Red Sox are our rivals, and even like I forgot their old manager or whatever it is. I forgot what was his name, but
Frank.
Even
before it wasn't
Frank. It was the other guy from last year. I don't know, whatever. But he came in, but the way that he came, no, not Cora, before Cora.
Okay.
But even he came out and he was like he looked kind of embarrassed to say, like,
I know what you're talking about.
He was like, damn, like, like, it's a little too obvious. He looked like, he even looked at Joe Girardi at the time, kind of apologized, like,
right,
sorry, man, it's just too obvious.
Way too obvious.
Joe understood it. He was like, yo, what's up with this hard-headed Pineda, man? Anyway, enough of Pineda. That's it. I don't want to talk about Pineda.
Now they did ask Boone though, so if he was aware of the substance.
Oh, yeah, somebody mentioned Mike Salvo in the chat mentioned it's Farrell.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Thank you so much. Shout out to you.
So they said they'll look at it and see what we make of it.
That means we're not doing shit because we're doing it too. That's exactly what that means.
So
We'll handle it internally. Whatever. What does that mean?
Yeah, exactly. It's behind the scenes where we'll take care of it behind.
Yeah, behind the scenes is we just go in there and just be like, all right, guys, so just don't do that. All right, don't make it too obvious.
Very Illuminati-ish.
But anyway, so if anything, you want people to have the pine tar because it gives you the more grip and you know where the ball's going and stuff like that. It doesn't make the ball like slicker or anything, but do I care about the pine tar? I care that you made it so obvious out there, like it's blatant. Like I don't care that it's I honestly don't care. I don't think that that's why the Yankees lost. I think the Yankees lost because they got smacked, okay, and nonetheless he pitched really well. But we got to talk about Loaizica because the Yankees brought him up and he came up for Paxton. 4 innings pitch out of him, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 3 Ks, and the problem with him that I have with him is the nibbling issue.
Yeah, it's and Joe, I keep telling you, I really feel that he's going to end up in the bullpen.
He's got great stuff. Like he has this awesome fastball that he can get up to 97 miles per hour, this great curveball, and I feel like sometimes he gets 2 strikes and he tries to get a little too cute.
And he throws a lot of pitches.
I don't know if Sonny Gray talked to that man. I hope Sonny Gray did not speak to that man.
Probably did. And the thing is, I mean, you see him, he like 70 pitches in like 3 innings. It's like, you're throwing a lot of pitches. And it's because of the nibbling. But honestly, I think it's because he's thinking way too much.
But that's why probably the pen would suit him more.
Exactly.
And why I think that the next guy that came in would probably be a better spot starter.
Right.
Cessa to me this year has been awesome. And even though he gave up a run, right?
Well, a home run, but
a home run, but 3 innings pitched for Cessa, 1 run, 5 Ks. That's great. I mean, if you could reverse those roles, in my opinion, right? You reverse those roles and have Loaizica coming in relief. I think that he'll do much better in relief because I think his fastball will play even higher, kind of like a Chad Green situation.
Exactly, like a Chad Green situation. 2 innings for Loaizica, and I think, I mean, the thing I feel, honestly, I feel like obviously you can't say it because of how it turned out, but I feel like the results would have been a lot different. Maybe they wouldn't have scored 10 runs, but I'm telling you, I keep telling you, and I'm gonna keep saying it until it happens. Loaizica is gonna end up in the bullpen, and he's gonna be a dynamic piece in the bullpen.
Well, people keep saying he looks like Mariano, right?
I keep saying, I keep saying he looks like it's gonna be amazing.
But nonetheless, 3 innings pitch from Cessa, 1 earned run, 5 Ks, gave up the homer like we said. Barrett came in, who I'm just gonna put this out there right now. No, I'll say this later, but Barrett, who thank God, thank the heavens that he's off this team. The man has been abominable, abysmal, Pepto-Bismol, everything.
Well, Pepto-Bismol is supposed to cure your stomach. He made my stomach
diarrhea. He's been diarrhea. I was trying to rhyme it there, man. It didn't work. Barrett is Trizash, bro. And the man came in 2 innings, 5 runs, all of them earned. Okay, so it's not like somebody made an error out there. No, all of them earned. You got to take those on the chin, brother. And 2 walks and a trip. All expenses paid to AAA. Come on down to AAA. The price is right.
Not for you, Barrett. Get out of here.
But the Yankees make a move after this game, which you mentioned earlier, and bringing up Nestor Cortez to send that burger down. And then game 4. Yankees are still going for a series win. And there were so many times last year where, how many times was it, Chris? Yankees win the first 2 games of the series, have an opportunity, lose the 3rd game, have an opportunity to win the
so freaking annoying, man.
Game and lost, and ended up splitting a series that they could have won, or situation that they could have swept the series, didn't, ended up losing the final game of the series, and then going into the next series kind of like with the loss in their head kind of thing, even though that they won the series, they didn't get the sweep. Yankees haven't been doing that this year. which is great. Game 4, they came out, and you know what? The story of this game, even though we won this game, and the clutch hitting and things like that, I love that. The pitching today was awesome, Chris. Sensational. Okay, Hap comes in. 5 innings pitch, and it's really nice to see Hap finally get his fastball back, right? And using that 4-seam fastball
in Yankee Stadium, because
in Yankee Stadium where he was getting bit by the home run. Nice to see him do that. 5 innings pitch, 1 hit, no earned runs, 3 walks, and 7 Ks, which basically the combination of those 2 things is what brought his pitch count up so much and why he didn't pitch deeper into the game. Don't like the walks, don't like them. The Ks I like, but he got into a lot of like deeper counts because of it. He was upset with the umpire too. He didn't call, I think it was the final pitch before he left the game in the 6th inning where he didn't call that strike. That was a strike. Umpire was wrong. He didn't admit it. Hap was looking at him, upset, screamed at him, probably said a fuck you or 2, and then walked off the mound. But enter the Yankee bullpen, which, hey, got the mojo, Chris. Remember before, early in the season, one person will blow it, another person will blow it. No, these guys have it now, bro. But before we get to that, let's talk about how we got the run, right? Because that we had to make that 1 run stand up, which is what makes what the pen and what Hap did even more impressive. Cameron Maybin with an RBI double, and I love this guy, man. Coming in as the Yankees, played great defense. Love his attitude. When you hear him speak and all of that stuff, I love his attitude. Love it.
Definitely love his attitude. He reminds me of Curtis Granderson in a way.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. But in 34, I think he's a little bit, Curtis Granderson is a little bit more company line. You know what I mean? Like maybe it looks like he might throw some curse words at people. I don't know if I see Granderson curse. But
his middle name is Keith, so yeah, maybe he'll curse.
Exactly. Keith. But in 34 at bats, Cameron Keith Maybin with a 323 average, a whopping 432 on base percentage, Chris. He is on base all the time. And a 787 OPS. Cameron Maybin, you can stay.
All the time.
So again, enter the pen. And Leak pitch. This is a pitcher's duel. Leak pitched really well for them. 7 innings pitch, Warner and run, whatever, you lost. Ottavino, zeros. Gave up the walk, but zeros. Awesome job there.
Let's talk about that double play.
Oh, the double play, right? The double play where he did get had somebody get on base with the walk. The ground ball to Glaber, right?
Yeah, it was the ground ball to Glaber. Glaber took it. He reminded me.
I got a little concern with that.
A lot of Jeter things going on in the series. He took it himself. Like, get the fuck out the way.
No, Jeter did that shit. I remember when you're talking about.
Yeah,
Jeter did that shit because Soriano was at second base, and he said, "No. Yeah, Jeter must have ran from like where third base was at. He got a ground ball. He ran to second, and then he threw it like it was out. I remember that.
I think it was because Soriano he kept it was like multiple errors. He was like, get the fuck out of my way.
Jeter must have threw that shit 97 miles per hour.
Yeah, it was awesome.
But nonetheless, that double play, I love what Glaber did there. On the run, threw it out, and you had the double play. But I love, again, I touched on this earlier. Love what Boone is doing with the pen, using Ottavino for the heart of the order.
Exactly, and at that time, remember, Dylan Moore was at third. So, Dylan Moore was at third, and it was obviously we had the lead 1-0. So that runner on third, it was very important for us.
Huge double play. Huge. But then Canely comes in. Canely stays nasty. Zeros. Britain. Oh, no, you Britain.
Britain lights out.
Oh, my God, please. When you said that at the state, oh, no, you Britain. Stupid. It's so funny because it's so stupid.
It's really stupid. I'm crazy. I'm okay saying that. I don't care.
Zach Britton, I like what I've seen from him today, and he's had a pretty good season, even though he's had the problems with the location and all of those things, and kind of the walks and the 2-out hits and the 2-out rallies going up against them. But nonetheless, for my man Britton here, The guy has been rectifying his issues, and he had a much easier inning this time around.
Loved it.
So it was good for Britain. And then Gio, which granted, right? Gardy tried to bunt. There was runners on first and second. Gardy tried to bunt. He failed at the bunt. They only got the runner a second because for some reason, Dee Gordon got hurt in this game. Encarnacion was playing second base. Okay, this is a man that doesn't even play first base anymore, basically. He just DHs. Encarnacion was playing second base. And if you don't believe in the baseball gods, listen to me. The ball will find you. Yep. Okay? The first hitter, which is a DJ, right? Was it DJ?
It was DJ.
The first hitter ends up hitting the ball opposite field, which is hello. We talked about this already. He got that shit down right toward his direction. He does like this awkward dive, like almost breaking his wrist. Like what the hell? I'm glad he's okay, right? Because I never wish injury upon any player.
Yeah, that was nasty.
It did. I was like, shit, I hope it's not messed up or broken or anything like that. But anyway, he got up. The manager's laughing at him, like, what the hell? But Yankees now have runners on, the Yankees had runners on first and second. Gardy's trying to bunt, fails. They get the runner out on second. And now you got runners on the corners. Gardy steals, and we have Gleyber Torres up.
Yeah, we got Gleyber Torres up. And before that, let's go back a little bit. Things would have been a lot different if Dee Gordon was there.
A lot different. That would have probably been turned, right? So, hey, that happens. That's just the game, right?
Got to play with the cards you're dealt. So.
Yes, and hey, at this point in time, we got now we got second and third.
Mm-hmm.
We have Gleyber, and now I think we have what do we have? 2 outs now. Because Clint struck out in that inning.
Exactly.
So we have 2 outs. So I'm like, shit, now we got to do it with 2 outs. 2 outs. Let's figure it out. They decide to walk Gleyber to face the hottest man on earth that is hitting a baseball in Don Giovanni Urshela. How are you going to bring up a Goodfella? Are you crazy?
I don't think they've seen the numbers with his numbers.
Did you not like is there now? This is none of my business. That manager. I'm glad. God bless his soul for what he did. Did you not watch what the man did in the clutch situation? Just on Tuesday. Like hello, he tied the game on you guys.
I don't know what was going on.
So whatever. They slept. Let them sleep, and now they sleeping with an L because my man Don Giovanni Urshela hit a ball that was up in his neck, opposite field, past the first baseman into right field for a 2-run single to basically put this game away. Insurance. This is why we get insurance. By the way, State Farm, if you guys want to sponsor this or Geico or any of you guys, any of you insurance companies, you're more than welcome to do so. We would love to cash your checks, right, Chris?
Love it.
But nonetheless, that was clutch.
So
my God, Gio, you're so freaking clutch, man.
And I told you that when he came up, it's a feeling of confidence with Gio coming up
and DJ
LeMahieu.
That's good. Look at this. After that 2, this is by Max Wildstein. After that 2-run single, Gio Urshela is slashing 354, 416, 532, along with a WRC of 155 in 89 plate appearances for the Yankees. I mean, that's great.
And I don't think that obviously this tweet was tweeted after the game, but 7 of Gio Urshela's 11 RBI this season have come in the 7th inning or later.
I mean, that's clutch.
It's just amazing.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, he's been great. He's been everything.
Over his last 15 games, Gio is batting .404, 19 for 47, with 4 doubles, 2 home runs, 9 RBIs, 2 walks.
He's been molten hot. Love that. Runners in scoring position, Gio Urshela, which I feel like every stat is about Gio Urshela at this point. He's batting .364. So he's 8 for 22 with 8 RBIs with runners in scoring position. And last year, that was the problem. We just didn't hit. We had no problem scoring, but for some reason, I know it sounds weird. We had no problem scoring, but the problem was with runners in scoring position. It sounds weird, but it's true.
Situational hitting. It's just situational hitting, running and scoring position. We didn't have that. So
But anyway, so Chapman comes in. It's a 3-0 Yankee lead, and he gives up a home run to the guy that we hate, of course, Santana. But this is why we have insurance. The important part with Chapman is I seen him throw more regularly in the hundreds, which is good.
He looks very comfortable. He's laughing, smiling.
He was like, home run, whatever. So he gave it the home run. 3-1 Yankees win. He gave it up with 2 outs too. So we're gonna go ahead. That's why we got the insurance. That's why Urshela has been inserted into our lives, ladies and gentlemen. But nonetheless, that is why the Pinstripe Strong Pinstripe Strong player of the series is Don Giovanni Urshela, going 5 for 11 with 5 RBI, and 2 of them are, of course, making a huge impact as to the result of the game. Don Giovanni Urshela, you get my Pinstripe Strong Performer of the series. Who do you got, Chris?
Phenomenal. Gio obviously had the game tying home run that set up my Pinstripe Performer of the game, and obviously left a dent in today's game. But my Pinstripe Performer of this series, go DJ. That's my DJ. Go DJ. That's my DJ. LeMahieu.
With the hits on the menu,
with the hits
and the clutch RBI hits on the menu, and now channeling the ghost of number 2.
Derek Jeter.
Opposite
field. My man went 8 for 14, 3 RBIs, 2 runs, 3 walks, and obviously had the game-winning hit in game 2 of this series. DJ LeMahieu, you will forever be my Pinstripe Performer if you keep doing this.
Even when you struggle.
And obviously with the good
comes the
bad. And we don't like giving our baby bombers.
Some people deserve it.
Deserve it.
You're gonna get this now.
You're gonna get it. You're definitely gonna get it. And he's been better.
But this is the you trash.
You trash, son. Frazier, come on, man. You got to do better. I know you just got back. You went for 3 for 16 in the series. You had some, dumb stuff going on in the outfield. But like Joe said, you're out there, you're trying to work, you're getting better. And who could get better, Joe?
Anybody
could get better. So
who won't be doing it up here? How about Barrett, which is my you trash, son.
Trash.
Performer of the or non-performer of the series. My man, son, you have a 14.74 ERA. I'm ready for Chad Green.
I'm ready for Chad Green as well. Get this guy out of here. No. Let's see what Nestor gives us, but I'm ready for Chad. Some honorable mentions, Joe.
Honorable mentions.
Some honorable mentions. So Max Wildstein, that's another guy on Twitter who you guys should follow. He's phenomenal. Adam Ottavino hasn't allowed a hit in his last 6 appearances since April 26. He's thrown 6.1 scoreless innings with 8 strikeouts this season, and he's held hitters to a 0.143 batting average.
That is Adam Autobots for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Adam Autobots. And Gleyber Torres, who had a 12-game hitting streak snap in game 3, obviously, because the Yankees didn't even hit. But he started a new one today. So let's go, Gleyber. He was 2 for 3 with a double tonight, as he has a base hit in 13 of his last 14 games in that span since April 23rd. His batting average of he has a batting average of 339, 19 for 56 with 5 doubles, 1 homer, 7 RBIs. Honorable mentions: Adam Autobots, Torres, the Prince of the Bronx. Yeah. Let's do it.
And by the way, guys, I know that there's probably some people like, well, how could you not give Andujar? He had a horrible series. The Pinstripe Strong U-Trap.
0 for 15.
He was 0 for 15, did not even get a hit. And you know what? I'm going to give him a little bit of a pass because he's still coming back and things like that. I'm just happy to have him here. But next series, I'm not going to have that. So he doesn't have that. But Yeah, I mean, Andujar, I do hope he does get it, get it together, because we could really use his bat. He's just another guy that can be able to just kind of figure it out there. So I do like that here with them. But how about this, man? How do you feel with the series overall? I mean, like, I'm just really happy and elated. We won 3 out of 4.
I like it, because there was a lot of talk. There was a lot of talk that the Yankees couldn't beat teams over 500. So overall, it's just been great. Seattle obviously has some boppers, so although we got our asses kicked.
Dee Gordon was really good, man. Dee Gordon is like really good.
He is really good, and it's funny. You think of Dee Gordon, you think about that Florida Marlins team, but obviously that's none of my business. But
right.
Dee Gordon, he's been phenomenal. Santana, obviously Encarnacion is a threat anywhere in any lineup. Healy, just the whole team. They have some boppers there. Obviously, they're going to give a run to that AL West, but we took care of business, 3 out of 4, just like I said in the previous episode. And what are your expectations for this Tampa series? A big series.
Well, before that Tampa series, just a couple of quick stats here. Yankees are 10-3 across their last 13 home games after starting off 3-6.
Yes.
And the Yankees have been hot, even without their best players. Best records in the major leagues since April 16th. Chicago Cubs 16-4, 800 winning percentage. The New York Yankees at 16-6 with a 727 winning percentage. After that is the Dodgers at 15-6, 714, and the Minnesota Twins, who we handled. So they came in hot at 15-7 in that stretch. That's a 682 clip. So the Yankees have been doing everything well, and of course, this is, we're here. We're in the situation now. Yankees are now 1.5 games out of first place, and they could possibly leave this series in Tampa, depending on what happens, in first place.
Exactly.
So this is a pretty big series. We're going to be facing 2 of the Rays' best pitchers in Glasnow on Friday and Snell on Sunday. Snell won the Cy Young Award last year, so you got to respect there. And you know what? And I don't know who they have going in for Saturday. I think it's TBD. But
yeah, it's TBD. And
I would have doubted it's a bullpen game, probably.
Yeah, possibly. I'm a little annoyed because Snell, when he came off the IL, he had 2 rocky starts, and then his last start, he was pretty good. Yeah, now he wants to get better, right? So, Glasnow, who Tampa got from the Pirates, they got this guy coming back, Meadows, who they also got from the Pirates. He's coming back tomorrow.
And Hicks, who I thought was going to come back this weekend, they actually pushed back, like you said, to Monday.
Right, to Monday.
He's going to come back to Monday at home with us. He's going to take some more at bats, which is fine. Scranton, and the Yankees tomorrow. It starts tomorrow, 7:10 Eastern, in the place that we all hate, Tropicana Field.
I thought it was going to be here in the Bronx, and I heard it was in Tropicana Field. I'm like, here we go. Frazier's going to get robbed by another speaker.
I hate that place. I hate it, but they play so well there. But I really do hate that place. Domingo Germán tomorrow, who's 6-1 with a 2.35 ERA, going up against Glasnow.
That's going to be great.
Undefeated with a 1.47 ERA. Rays are 23-13. The New York Yankees are 22-15. But let's go. Let's do this. All right. But you got any last words, Chris, before you let everybody go?
Let's get first place.
Okay. That's a good one. All right.
Let's get first place.
I like it. But all right, guys, like I always say, guys, if you guys haven't already, like I said, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys comment on the video after this video post on YouTube. Subscribe to the podcast or wherever podcasts are available so that you can enter yourself into the contest for 2 sweet tickets. We're giving them away to the Yankees versus Red Sox series on the 31st of May. So that's going to be a really big series. New York Yankees at home. You're going to be doing it in style. I'm going to be there too. And I'm going to have somebody else there with me. I'm going to see who comes there with me. But I'm going to have somebody else there with me. We're going to be out there. We're going to be chilling. And we are, doing it in style, of course. But guys, follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram, Joe's McFly. Follow my YouTube page at Joe's McFly. But like I always say, make sure you guys keep your pinstripes on, keep them strong, and let's go Yankees. Tell them, Noah. We're out of here.
You.
Thank you guys for you guys that did join on live here.
Pinstripe Strong Army. Thank you.
Army, you guys are awesome. Of course, I think Cole had a super chat, which is great. Thank you so much for that. So we'll do this. If you guys like this, then I'll keep putting this up.
We could do that.
I won't be able to acknowledge the chat, so I do apologize for that, unless we do like Q&As after, which I don't know how we'll do. But anyway, so we'll see that. We're going to start Q&As later on. But all right, guys. See you guys later. Deuces.